Welcome to The Proof of Innocence. In this session, we visually explore key ideas from A Course in Miracles, how guilt is manufactured, how perception is shaped, and how the holy encounter heals. Our aim is to understand the mechanics of guilt so we can consciously choose a different, more peaceful way of seeing. This slide contrasts a private world of fear with a shared eternity of love. Fear appears in countless forms and isolates us in personal delusions. Love, by contrast, has one changeless form and is endlessly shared. We will examine how every perception we hold is rooted in one of these two core emotions. Here we map the ego's guilt system. Step 1 is the imagined separation from our source. Step 2 is the burden of guilt that freezes us in past and future, blocking the present. Step 3 is projection, where guilt is displaced onto bodies and others. Understanding this sequence is essential for undoing it. Perception is filtered through shadow figures from our past. Instead of seeing a colleague or partner as they are, we see old grievances and fears. The brother's true self is obscured. Our task is to recognize projection at work and invite a miracle that lets us see others without their past and ourselves anew. The turning point is how we label mistakes. The ego calls them sin, irreversible and deserving punishment. The Holy Spirit calls them error, temporary and correctable. When we adopt the error framework, we withdraw belief in attack, reduce fear, and open space for learning, correction, and genuine psychological healing. Two learning cycles operate in the mind. Outside the kingdom, we project guilt, perceive attack, and conclude we are guilty. Inside the kingdom, we extend guiltlessness, bless others, and prove our own innocence. Because we learn what we teach, every interaction becomes a training ground for either guilt or freedom. Guiltlessness is presented here as true invulnerability. The ego claims that attack protects us, yet it actually reinforces fear. When we refuse to see others as capable of harming us, we teach them and ourselves that guilt is baseless. This mindset demonstrates a stable inner safety, untouched by hostility. Relationships can serve two very different purposes. The special relationship uses others to replay guilt and past pain, leading to fragmentation. The holy relationship is repurposed for sharing innocence and gratitude. By forgiving what never truly occurred, we shift from separation toward a present moment union with God. The holy instant is a focused experience of the present. First, we suspend the past, our grievances and personal agendas. Second, guilt collapses because it cannot survive without time. In this timeless moment, full communication with God becomes possible, and our perception of ourselves and others is quietly transformed. Every meeting is framed as a holy encounter. How we see, treat, and think of another is how we relate to ourselves. If we condemn, we reinforce self-condemnation. If we honor, we strengthen self-worth. This principle invites us to take radical responsibility for the quality of every interaction we have. Healing is depicted as concentric circles. At the center, the self recognizes its own light and innocence. Through the holy encounter, the brother is drawn into this safety. Ultimately, the entire sonship, symbolizing all creation, is restored to peace. The key instruction is inclusive. Cast no one out of your heart. Guilt appears as dense, immovable clouds. The ego insists they are solid barriers. Yet the teaching here is that these clouds are insubstantial. We can pass through them without harm. On the other side lies the real world, a state of light where guilt dissolves in forgiveness and no shadows remain. This diagnostic invites honest self-assessment. Are we entirely free of fear, and do others feel our peace? If not, we are still learning through dark lessons rooted in belief in sin. If yes, we have accepted our innocence. The goal is not self-judgment, but clarity about where further healing is needed. Here, the full process is summarized. The ancient dream is the belief in sin and separation. The holy shift is reinterpreting this as correctable error and entering the holy instant. The proof is extending total innocence to others in the holy encounter, which simultaneously establishes and guarantees our own innocence. We close with the role of miracles. A miracle is evidence that the power of God operates in us now. It does not earn innocence. It reveals it as an existing fact. By accepting and sharing this innocence, we move from theory into lived experience, allowing our daily behavior to witness to the truth.